Hey guys, Dower here in the workshop. I've got my Dominus 10SC sitting here, and the problem I've got today is I am two-wheel drive. So I'm going to go through and describe the problem on here and show you how to fix this. Okay, so the problem is the Diff Cup here that comes out that holds the front or the center drive shaft here in place actually appears to be held on just with a grub screw, the way a pinion is, with a ground flat spot with the pinion just hold on to it. So I'm pretty sure mine just loosened up. So let me go ahead and show you guys a little bit more in-depth look at it. So right here is the grub screw in question. And what I'm going to do is actually take it out. Oh yeah, mine's definitely loose. The nice thing, at least, this fix is not something that you've got to go and unravel the entire vehicle. Now, hopefully you can see. Hopefully you can see in there. This is where our grub screw sits. Now it looks like there is actually a pin down in there. The grub screw does seem to have, or not a pin, but a hole. And here is our grub screw, if we can get it to focus. Here's the grub screw. If you look closely, there's a hole actually in the output shaft there already. I'm surprised that they don't have a pin that just runs through there. Now I do have the upgraded slipper clutch inside of this right now. So at some point in the future, I'm going to pull that out and see if I can't build a, see if I can move this in some, or perhaps redesign the Diff Cup. See if I can't take advantage of that output hole there. So all we got to do for now is I'm going to put a little bit of blue Loctite on here, onto the, I'm going to put a little blue Loctite on the grub screw, and just screw it back in. All right, here's our blue Loctite. I'll take the grub screw. And I can see that this actually did have blue Loctite on it before, and it still came out, at least on the Helion power. I definitely want to make sure I can get a pin in there. Once I can put a pin in there, I'll put some red Loctite on it. I won't have to worry about taking it out. Alright, now all we'll want to do, make sure that you're lined up on the flat spot. Make sure you snug that guy up good. And now, I once again have four-wheel drive. Yeah, that's all there is to it. I'm really kind of disappointed by that. I'm gonna check. Let's see, I should have this. Yeah, here's the stock. The stock setup here, and it does look like the gear sits right here on these ground flat parts, and the front system comes in, or the front Diff Cup, output Diff Cup goes here. So stock even has, you can see, they've got the ground flat. And it does have that hole in there. You can actually be able to make out the damage. There we go. Yeah, right there you can see where the grub screw actually sat. I have a real sneaking, suspicious feeling that this center shaft piece here probably should have been just... There you go, you can see the damage, or you can see the damage where the grub screw was sitting before. Just right there on the edge of it. You see it's not centered in there at all, which is very, very disappointing. I'll have to take this apart and do some measurements on it and see if there's any chance I might be able to take the Diff Cup, push it far enough back without interfering with anything that you can actually run a pin through there. Otherwise, the only option I can think of would be to actually disassemble and build a new shaft that is literally like 3 millimeters longer. That would be so stupid. That really would be. I mean, we're talking a defect here that really should have been taken care of right from the factory. But again, it's $200, so what can you really expect, huh? Still, that would be a very easy fix. This is easily pumped out on a lathe. There's not much to it. 4 ground spots. Nah, just do 3. There's no reason for this to be ground on both sides, really. 3 ground spots for this. A couple of little rings. You could pump this on a lathe very easily. So they would be very cheap. I mean, this would be like, you know, maybe a $10 fix. Alright, so there you go again. Let me go ahead and zoom back out. I'll take a look at the schematics to see if the 10TR sits the same way. I'm pretty sure it will, but yahoo! Four-wheel drive is always fun to have, especially when you've got, you know, these tires. I do have some Proline trenchers that I'll be dyeing and gluing up, and of course I'll be doing a video on that as well. And yeah, a set of these guys will probably end up making their way onto here. Something with a little bit more grip. Again, I'm not a big racer or anything. I mean, I like to race, don't get me wrong, but I do mostly just kind of run around. I have fun. I mean, that's the whole point, right? Well, there you go. That's how to convert your four-wheel drive Dominus to two-wheel drive, or to convert your two-wheel drive Dominus to four-wheel drive. If you've got any questions, comments, feel free to leave them down below. Yeah, I think that's about it. Thanks for watching.